Alright, so learning that you are a woman under the age of 18. Most places, the legal age of tender is 18, right? Or 21. 21 to drink, 18, you're an adult. So, being that these are laws and, a code of ethics that I support where, there's a age limit to where, you shouldn't be doing certain things. Look, I can barely talk because I got people that I'm thinking about and shit. You know, I am born in the realms of a lot of people with illiterate paradigms, meaning that they really thought it was normal for me at an early age to be doing this and that, the third. And, like I've said, when it comes to naturalism, you have to justify it with naturalism. But in reality, it wasn't normal, to me. And I thank God for the rules and laws. And, any human being born after me is going to figure it out. Everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody's going to form their own, code of ethics. And this is why, I can't get with the program of basically being a female. There are really people that are stuck in that whole color purple type generation, and there's nothing you can do about it. But detox yourself and try not to, judge people for their state of minds. So now that I knew when I was a kid that there will be women that will be with men and they would use their men's muscle to try to control me, but they are not controlling me actually, and I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care what they do. There's a role of a man that a man should play. Well, let my nigga do this for you, do that for you. It's dysfunctionality. You know what I'm saying? Polygamy. I don't, support this ideology that, somebody in a single relationship, all this shit got out of hand. That's why we got all this flavor of love. It's a lot of, polygamous type. It's a polygamous type attitude that is being promoted in the social media, and it's actually a reality. That's why we got reality shows. Like, this is actually something that happens. People have families, they form functional bonds, and as long as they have the intellectual capacity to do it, like I said in one of my other videos, they can do it. Excuse me, I just did a lot of venting in my video. My phone fucking cut off, and I'm mad as fuck about that shit. So, with all of that being said, I don't need no job. I don't need nothing. I would be perfectly, cool just walking around, going to California, walking around sightseeing and shit. That's the type of person that I am. That's the type of shit that I'm on. I don't have to hang out with nobody. I can go camping by my damn self. Like I've said, being a female, when I was a kid, I didn't view myself as having a boyfriend, but I remember I was just going along with the little boys that were growing up too early. There are places where you can go where people probably, if you go on a helicopter or plane, you will see that there are clearly people that are probably born in the realms of society where they don't have a lot of building schooling and stuff. Like I said, it's solely up to the person. You can choose to educate yourself, and then just like congregating with other people at colleges and stuff that give you more solidity and credibility to get jobs and things of that nature to show that you have, a constructive, that you're doing something, like my mama tell me, constructive with your life. You're building, you're capitalizing off yourself. That's basically what rappers are doing. They're selling themselves and telling their story about their everyday life as human. Everyday life as humans. So at the end of the day, I grew up around a lot of human beings with different dialects and different ways of speaking, and it's just been very toxic for me as a person that is trying to stay and have keep a developed intellectual capacity. I think really hard about things, which means that, there's a lot of stuff that I don't do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people in my life need love, a lot of things I don't do. Like, I really want to work out intensively, but there are people, like I'm saying, there are men that need to be catered to in a certain way by women, and they were sitting there trying to stop me from exercising and wanted me to be thick and just be feminine. And I'm like, it really didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? To me, I'm like, that's never going to happen. Naturalism states that if a man has sex with you, there could be a child you bear. It doesn't mean I'm infertile. I know I'm very fertile because every month I get a period, and it's very toxic for me. And at the end of the day, it really doesn't, like, it really has to, it really has to be something that you want. You know what I'm saying? Me having a baby is something that I don't want. I never wanted to lose my virginity, but it happened. So me giving myself that heterosexual credibility, it means nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? In reality, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And at the end of the day, I've been surviving certain crimes, and I'm like, as long as I'm still alive, it doesn't matter. You know, so I really do just think too hard about the shit, and it is an emotional thing for me. And I don't give a fuck about how hard people think they is. Have these bitches, they in the same situation I'm in, and they sitting here just feeling superior to me. And I'm like, at the end of the day, these niggas out here raping bitches. Point blank, period. And if you understand this concept for the generations to come and anybody who's living in this generation in the now, you know what the fuck going on. We know what time it is. All these niggas are sitting here being conceited and shit. Like, you know, just like that rapper conceited. You know what I'm saying? Who be on Wild Night and shit. I don't roll a couple bars, spit a couple bars for these people to take and, you know, just keep society going. This shit ain't normal. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to masculine identity, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's abnormal. I'm just gonna say that it ain't no, it ain't. It's something I'm really jealous of. You know, that's why I always tell people I don't like the fact that certain men act in a certain way because it really is their nature. You know, for some of them, but some of them ain't. You know what I'm saying? I used to play mind games when they tell them, nah, I really wish I was a boy. So since I'm not a man, I'm gonna be treated like a woman, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna have anger issues because of that fact. But I really be having the time of my life by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I really enjoy my own company and my little sisters. You know, I encourage them to be articulate, told them the difference between, you know, dialects, and there are people that are speaking Geechee. There are people that have there are people that are having a ghetto accent, and I'm like, the more you study things, you'll realize that it probably has something to do with your location on the earth, the way that people's tongue roll and flow and shit like that, and they probably got a lot to do with, you know, evolution of, you know, language, lingo, all that shit. You know, you have to get deep into it, and that's why college is a great experience because you can talk to people that probably, you know, haven't had the same life experiences as you, and they can put you up on some information and game to where, you know, or game to where you can understand, you know, in depthness, you know, of different things, subject matter you already are educated about. So with all of that being said, like I said, I'm not gonna stop learning just because I'm not in college or anything. I actually, watch little videos. I mean, even when I was learning, I had too much going on in my goddamn life. I'm like, these people are sitting here already having jobs and stuff. It's common sense to serve food. You know what I'm saying? But learning the linguistics and how to build and construct shit, that's something you gotta learn over time. I'm one of those people. I have to learn with a hands-on experience. I have to make a mistake or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like how to build a car. I have to be one of those people that actually build a car. You know what I'm saying? You start off learning how to make paper planes. It's common damn sense. You can do a lot with common sense. That's what people have to work with. But at the end of the day, there are jobs and things that can be created out here, and people can actually question your intellectual capacity, and there may be people that will be able to take it, you know, through intellectual capacity. I don't call that leadership skills. I just call it being petty, to be honest with you. And at the end of the day, ain't none of these people important on this earth. Right? That's what the Christian ideology taught me. There should put no other gods before me. You know what I'm saying? There's only one creator, there's only one person, or not one person, there's only one identity or unidentified, unforeseen, you know what I'm saying, existence that's the reason why we're here. You know, besides just our parents creating us and us coming out of our mom's vaginas. So with all of that being said,
I'm home before pickup. Dispatch. I got a job going right now. Oh yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah, I'm just sensitive to a lot of all these women in my life really having an opinion, and I feel like I'm being followed. That's why I'm like, I really want to go ahead and learn how to drive. Get into a helicopter. I met some credible people. Like I met a guy that said he was a trillionaire, and the first thing that came to my mind was, well, you're a farmer, so you pretty much do everything. So you pretty much have the mental capacity to hold that type of, have access to that type of money because I'm like, if somebody says they're a trillionaire, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, at the end of the day, everybody is sitting here trying to be somebody. Go somewhere, wake up and pay attention. Like that song goes to that too. So with all of that being said, all these people are at random in my life that really was sitting there trying to rain on my parade. I did not respect y'all. I don't respect y'all. I don't want to go to no parties. I don't want to fuck with y'all in no type of way. I really want to go elsewhere to random places. Like I can't wait to go visit California one day. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of new landscapes. I mean, it's the same, but it's different. It will be a detox for me, and I would love to go out there and find random people to camp with, whether they meth addicts or drug dealers. I don't give a fuck what they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what time it is with me. You know what I'm saying? I am very capable of defending myself. And at the end of the day, have these niggas that's out here on this rape shit. They trying to, promote the idea in this paradigm. A lot of people are viewed as retarded and shit like that. And they're trying to promote the idea that people are slow. And that you won't defend yourself. And that you need to go ahead and be with a woman. Now, I have these women that went ahead and submitted to a man and did all that shit. That is not something that I want to do. So I'm fighting very hard. I'm a trooper out here. My mama didn't have no damn friends to me. She tried to get along with those people and they was sitting there challenging her. That shit ain't normal to me. I don't appreciate nobody challenging my mama to no argument or nothing. Because at the end of the day, some of them people really already had riches or they had relationships to where they were being taken care of by a man with muscle and they didn't have no reasons to do that. Arguing with people or none of that. They wanted to teach the men to be men and women to be women. Y'all didn't have to teach that whole separatism. You know what I'm saying? Separatistic idea. Separatism. This is supposed to be the home of the brave, land of the free. Home of the brave and the free. This is what America is about. This is about being free to be who you are. We have rules and laws here, but people have to understand that with structure comes struggle. Everybody knows that. Even Obama knows that. We have fucking laws against shit. Perversion. All that shit. Kill. That should not kill. That should not steal. Murder 1. Murder 2. Child cruelty. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd degree. Everybody want to be ignorant and ignore each other. The truth of the matter is most of us come from the ghetto and half the men was treating us like shit and sitting there trying to justify with literature. With certain literary contents, like, nah, I just want to make sure you tough. Nah, you don't want to make sure I'm tough. You want to be a damn chauvinist because this is natural for this paradigm to you. If a bitch want to go out and drive a truck, just put it in that motherfucker. If she don't come back and she die, oh well. That's how it works. Right? There are men that enjoy this whole idea of chauvinism. That's why I be so frustrated because I am an intellect. Okay? I am an intellect. I don't like the fact that it's men out here that actually have formed this attitude. So in reality, what do I have to do? I got to be the change that I want to see. I got to. We all have to. Like I've said, the generations to come next, when they get on this earth, they probably going to be cutting cattle too to keep society going. You can go to any abandoned building. I seen a little restaurant, small business called Tasty Treats or something down the street, and I'm like, anybody can just go in there and claim land. But if you respect it, you'll understand, you'll learn the history of it. That's what all these people that's claim to be managers, that's all they want to do. But when you, like I said, when it comes to separatism, like religion versus law and all that shit, we got a lot to work on that. All these people in relationships and shit got emotional attachments. Then you got people out here trying to act hard and shit. Once you experience vulnerability, people will judge you. Okay? I experienced vulnerability when I lost my virginity because I did not think it was normal. Right? I wanted to be a kid and have fun, and I was being viewed as a disdainful kid that did not want to hang out with other people and conform to the idea of being a female. So everybody walked around with attitudes and made the ghetto look bad when we were really supposed to be trying to have fun, and everybody kept questioning me about my attitude and why I talk too much. Because I became what I didn't want to become, which is a girl. Like that song Stop and Stare by, what was it, One Republic? One of them goddamn white people bands. I don't know. Excuse me for saying white people like a racist, but this is my reality. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to certain music because it's not, intriguing for me. I listen to a lot of ghetto music because I think it's normal. Right? I'm black, but I am also a country bumpkin. I have also been around hillbilly people. I have also been around people with ghetto accents. I have also been around people with pit-land tongue that have, elegance to their nature, and then they're trashy people. I've been around all kinds of people. All these people are toxic for me. I don't know who I am. Actually, I do know who I am, but not really. So with all of that being said, I got work to go to. I work at McDonald's, and it's easy for me to go outside and run and shit. I'm not tired of eating shit right now, but I actually enjoy the experience. I actually enjoy the idea of having a business when it comes to kitchen work and stuff like that. This is something that most women do, you know what I'm saying, in their households. And if you don't, then I'm pretty sure you're one of those people that have reached a certain level of intellectual capacity to know that it's a team. But there are chauvinistic men. There are some. I'm right here in Los Santos, Los Angeles. I be seeing like little campers and shit on here. I'm like, it probably is people that live a simple life. I told you I met somebody that said they're a trillionaire because they have access to that kind of money. They do everything. That's basically what that meant to me. I do a lot of work. I do a lot of yard work, and you know what I'm saying. I reap the benefits. You sow what you reap. I'm being lazy because I want to, not because because I have to, not because I want to. People want me to be a lazy woman and sit around and take dick all day. That shit wasn't normal to me. My little sister just went to jail, and I told her, listen, that's what they wanted. I was telling them, I mean well. I didn't want her to go, but it is a structure that we created to regulate human behavior. Okay? Being a woman is my downfall, people. Okay? Period, point blank. There were people spreading rumors. I didn't even know what the fuck Bigo was. On some real shit. I did not know what Bigo was. There were people that was able to, you know, pretty much paralyze me mentally by doing all this negative talk. You know, but they're doing this and they're doing that. Man, them folks were pulling guns out on me, making me do all that shit. I had to go along with it. I really want no we lean like that. But I ain't even finna ruin people's reputations like that. I'm just gonna speak my truth. I don't have time to defend myself. It really don't matter to me. All these people just want singularity and they want people to respect them. Everybody's not gonna get respect. Period. It don't work like that. Some people will always goddamn just, you know what I'm saying, be full of shit and ain't gonna be nothing. I one of them people that want to get up every day and run. I don't like people watching me exercise. I have too many bad experiences. It's an insecurity of mine, right? I don't want people. I really want people to think that this shit is just, you know what I'm saying, come easy for me. This is why I envy manhood, because a lot of men in my life get treated like it's easy. Well, I'm supposed to play this role. I understand that, but you know what I'm saying. Your role you playing ain't got shit to do with me. Okay. So, with all that being said, that's all it is. A motherfucker just pretty much trying to control narcissism at its best, losing control of, you know, life and the people that live with you. You kind of have a form of a bad attitude. You know what I'm saying? That shit is normal. I didn't think my mom had friends. We couldn't get along with them. They say your attitude determines your attitude. Well, shit, maybe I ain't going nowhere. I go around and I travel and I have money and I rob people if I have to, whatever. I'm living normal life like everybody. Do I like hanging around women? No, I don't. I actually do enjoy hanging around men. I don't like the fact that they sexualize me and want to fuck me because of them perhaps knowing that I have sexual history. But it comes with the territory. Anybody with an intellectual capacity, which there aren't too many people in my demographic, the way that they respond to me, I'm like, if you are an intellect, you will question everything you hear about a person. I'm like, I wasn't just going around having sex with people. I want no hoe. That's all I'm gonna say. People was just raining on my parade as a kid. It ain't nothing I can do about that. There will be people snatching controllers out my hand, everything, all because they wanted love. I'm like, man, you could have got older and went traveling and got you a girlfriend. I'm like, I didn't think it was an intellectual capacity behind men trying to teach me. I mean, it is an intellectual capacity around about everything you do, around everything you do on this earth. But it's a lot of people that just really was getting judged for this, that, and the third. There are really people that sit at their home and cut cattle all day and have fun with their family, and they thought it was normal. Then you got people that will judge you and be like, well, you too fat. You need to stop eating this and stop eating that. Stop eating other people's shit. It come with the territory. You know, I bought some fruit out of a grocery store and it had holes in it. And I knew it belonged to somebody else, but it's the concept we got out here, racism and all that. A lot of people like, this is my shit, this is my building. God damn it, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do with it. I don't try to be goddamn bougie. I try to not forget where I could be. So with all that being said, while y'all in the relationship trying to that's suitable for you to be with a man, it is not suitable for me to be with a man. That's obvious. I don't want to be with no damn man. Too many laws and rules. You got to be built like that. I ain't cut like that. I'm just a girl, so it just seems like I'm cut like that. But that ain't what I want for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? One day, the only reason why I haven't went vegan is because of, wanting to build muscle and shit. And I don't barely even work out. I'm like, nah, man, too many goddamn big ass niggas out here for me to sit here and be a vegan. They'll really have control over me then because I ain't gonna have too much muscle mass, but I will develop quickness. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind thing with me. The less body fat I have, the more fast paced I feel. So with all that being said, everybody was just trying to make me conform to some ideal, and it is just an ideal for some people. That's why we got the butch mentality. We got lesbians and shit. Let me go get me a girlfriend so I can get my reverse psychological detox. I mean, some people gotta live like this. There's a lot of dysfunctionality out here, right? They be like spicing up relationships and shit. If you can't be in a real relationship with somebody and it feels good to you, you know what I'm saying, you will cheat or you will have your own space, and that's just how it works. We got open relationships. That's how it's a lot of dysfunctionality out here. It's a lot of structure that had to be gained, and at the end of the day, that's all it was. Okay, I wasn't trying to be no goddamn. I wasn't trying to be in no relationship with no damn man. We got niggas out here controlling whole neighborhoods for no damn reason. I don't know who half these people is. I don't go out with no damn friends. Y'all can't control shit I do. Leave me alone. Y'all got families and shit now. I don't give a fuck. If you want to kill some, kill some. If you want to fight, let's get it over with. But I'm not fighting on another woman with the intentions of impressing a man. I'm fighting another woman because we going to fight this shit and get it over with, and it's some G shit. Like y'all say y'all did. Because I like women. That's the reason why I'm the way I am. Right? Like Eminem. Because I am whatever you say I am. That shit tatted on the back of my neck. I can't help who the people I was around. I grew up around people with ghetto asses and shit. I think about all these people. I gave them all a goddamn voice. That's it. That's all I could do. That's all I could do.